All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we're going to be working on our reading and pronunciation as we read through a couple short stories. The first short story we're going to read is this one here. I believe it's called Grandma's House. Okay, I'm putting it in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. All right, and let's see who we have in class so far. Hi, Yulong, how are you? Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Good to have you here. How about Heidi? Hi, Heidi. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again. Last night it was very hot and humid, so I woke up every 1 or 2 hours. Lack of sleep, so I have a headache now.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's no fun. That's no fun. I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. I need to take a nap.
Yeah, definitely. That always makes me feel better. Let's see. Mark, hi. How are you?
Hi again. Just fine. And you, Chad?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
And Amparo. Hi there, Amparo. Welcome to class.
Hi, teacher. Doing well. How are you?
Hi there. I'm doing well. Excellent. Good to have you here. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. 1 second. All right. Okay, so Yulong, let's start off with you. Let's have you read from the sun, and go ahead and read down to here where it says Joe will be there, please.
Okay. The sun was just peeking through the curtains in Emily and Hannah's room when their mom called upstairs to wake them. "It's time to go to Grandma's," she said. Emily groaned and looked over at her twin sister, who was rubbing her eyes. "I don't want to go to Grandma's house," Emily said grumpily. "Me neither," Hannah said. She sat up and stretched. "But maybe Uncle Joe will be there."
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word sat. So this is going to be a short A sound. Instead of set up, it's sat. She sat up.
She sat up.
Good. One more time. She sat up and stretched.
She sat up and stretched.
Okay, very good. Right here we have the word grumpily. Grumpily. Okay. Make sure to pronounce that GR instead of goo, gwump. It's grr, grump, grumpily.
Grumpily.
Okay, almost. So when you're saying the word grump, okay, you're actually pronouncing a GU sound. You're saying goo, gwumpily. Instead of goo, you need to pronounce the GR. So let's try this. All I want you to say is a GR sound and hold the R. Sounds like this. Grr.
Grr.
There you go. Good. One more time. Grr.
Grr.
Okay, now let's try adding the U after it. We're going to say grumpily.
Grumpily.
There you go. One more time. Grumpily.
Grumpily.
All right, awesome. Okay, let's go to the word rubbing. Okay, let's pronounce that R at the beginning instead of rubbing. It's rubbing.
Rubbing.
Good. So who was rubbing her eyes?
Who was rubbing her eyes?
Okay, instead of rubbing, it's Pronounce the R. Who was rubbing her eyes? One more time.
Who was rubbing her eyes?
Okay, almost. So you're pronouncing an you're saying rubbing. Ooh. Instead of pronounce that R. Let's try that R. I want you to say One more time. Okay, now we're going to say rubbing.
Rubbing.
There you go. One more time. Rubbing.
Rubbing.
Okay. All right. So it's rubbing.
Robin.
Good, much better. Okay. Let's go to last word here. This is curtains. Instead of curtains, okay, it's curtains. Stress at the beginning.
Curtains.
Good. Okay, so peeking through the curtains in Emily and Hannah's room.
Peeking through the curtains in Emily and Hannah's room.
Okay, all right, nice job. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Mark.
Yes.
Okay, Mark, let's have you read from Uncle Joe and read down to here is fine. So it says, needed to tell her something, please.
Okay. Uncle Joey was their favorite. He always brought them chocolate chip cookies from the bakery he wanted. Yeah, maybe, Emily said. She hated going to their grandma's house. It smelled like an old person, and there was plastic on all the couches, which stuck to their legs whenever they wore shorts and tried to get up. Their grandma was also very deaf, so they had to talk right in her ear whenever they needed to tell her something.
Okay, very good. All right, so this is a good combination here. Let's try this combination. Okay, so we're going to say talk right in her ear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. As I pause, I have to say here. Okay. Talk right in her ear.
There you go. Good. So they had to talk right in her ear.
So they had to talk right in her ear.
Good job. Good. Next one here is whoops. All the couches. Okay, so all the. Okay, so connect that L to the word the. All the couches.
All the couches.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there was plastic on all the couches.
There was plastic on all the couches.
Much better with the L sound. Good.
This is the dark L, right?
Yes, this can be a dark L or a normal L. All the.
Okay.
So when I pronounce it, I can switch it. So all the.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the dark L, and all the. So that would be the normal L. Okay. So yeah, whichever one you do, you can't. So what I heard the first time as you read through it is you said the,
Mm-hmm.
and so you actually pronounced an oo, saying ow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I heard as you went through it, saying the. Okay. So yeah, that whatever you're doing with that L, keep your lips apart. All. Because if you can pronounce that dark L, saying all the. Okay, then it would be just fine. You just can't move your lips forward. That's the trick.
Okay.
That's the trick. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go to let's see, old person. Okay, so here it smells like an old person. So you stressed person here on the end. So we want to say it smelled like an old person coming down. Try that phrase.
Okay. It smells like an old person.
There you go. Good. Next one here is the word owned. Owned. Good. From the bakery he owned.
From the bakery From the bakery he owned.
So here, let's not pronounce that E. It's bakery.
Okay. Bakery.
Mm-hmm. From the bakery he owned.
From the bakery he owned.
See, did you hear that? You said owned. All right, so from the bakery he owned. So
owned.
In this case, because I'm ending with an E, okay, I'm not going to drop the H on he. Mm-hmm. So the bakery he owned.
The bakery he owned.
Okay, that's good. And let's see here. Last one was just this name instead of Joey. Okay, the name is Joe, Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe.
Good. If you were going to say Joey, it would look like this. Joey is like that. Okay?
Okay, understand.
All right, very good. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Let's go to Joaquim.
Yes.
All right, Joaquim, let's have you read. Let's see here. Something. Okay, from mostly when. Finish here and come down to here where it says newspaper in front of her, please.
Mostly when Emily and Hannah went over to their grandma's Ozzy. Excuse me, teacher. Mostly when Emily and Hannah went over to their grandma's house, they whispered to each other and let their mom talk to grandma. Hannah went to the bathroom to brush her teeth, and Emily reluctantly got out of bed. She got dressed quickly and went downstairs for breakfast. Their mom was sitting at the table with a steaming cup of coffee and a newspaper in front of her.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word table. Okay, so pronounce a good L here. Instead of saying table with an U, it's ul, table.
Table.
There you go. Good. So their mom was sitting at the table with a steaming cup of coffee.
Their mom was sitting at the table with a steaming cup of coffee.
Okay, so table. At the table with a steaming cup of coffee.
At the table with a steaming cup of coffee.
Good job. Much better with the L sound. Make sure that comes out instead of saying an ooh, okay? Pronounce this ing instead of a steam cup. It's steaming, okay? A steaming cup of coffee.
A steaming cup of coffee.
Good job. Okay, let's go to the R sound here. Instead of reluctant, it's reluctantly.
Reluctantly.
Good. So Emily reluctantly got out of bed.
Emily reluctantly got out of bed.
One more time. Emily reluctantly. So pause a little bit before that. That's okay. Get your tongue set up so you're not saying re, but re. Emily reluctantly got out of bed.
Emily reluctantly got out of bed.
Okay. All right. You're almost there. You're still pronouncing a little bit of a re sound with that R. Okay. So you want to push the sound forward in your mouth. When you're saying re, that's in the back of your mouth. Okay, so yeah, push the sound forward for that R. Let's try the R sound in the word bathroom. Instead of bathroom, bathroom.
Bathroom.
There you go, good. So Hannah went to the bathroom.
Anna went to the bathroom.
Good, much better. Okay, so here you had said went over. Okay, so you pronounced an H before over. This is went over. Went over.
Went over.
There you go. Good. So Hannah went over to their grandma's house.
Anna went over to their grandma's house.
Okay, good. And that's it. Okay, good. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very nice. Let's go to Heidi.
Yes.
Okay, Heidi, please read from Morning M. Finish here. And read down to here to tell her, please.
Okay. Morning, Em, she said. Hi, Mom. Emily pulled out the cereal. She and Hannah liked that and poured 2 bowls before sitting at the table next to their mom. Excited to see Grandma? Yeah, kind of, Emily said. And in between bites, she knew it would hurt her mom's feelings if her mom knew how uncomfortable she was at their grandmother's house. It was better not to tell her.
Okay, all right, very good. Let's try this last part here. To tell her. So make sure to pronounce a good L here and spring into the word her. So it's teller, to tell her.
To tell her.
Good. One more time. To tell her.
To tell her.
Okay. It was better not to tell her.
It was better not to tell her.
Okay, good. Nice job with uncomfortable and grandmothers, okay, as well as grandma. Okay, these all sounded really good. Let's go to the word if. Okay, so instead of saying if, okay, use a short I. If her mom knew.
If her mom knew.
Okay.
If her mom knew.
Yeah, pronounce that F. If her
if,
mom knew.
If her mom knew.
Okay, very good. Next up is the word hurt instead of hot. Okay, hurt. It would hurt her mom's feelings.
It would hurt her mom's feelings.
Okay, one more time. It would hurt her mom's feelings.
It would hurt her mom's feelings.
Okay, good. And your last one here is the word cereal. Okay, working on that R to the L. Cereal.
Cereal.
Get that L sound. Oh. Cereal.
Cereal.
There you go. So Emily pulled out the cereal.
Emily pulled out the cereal.
Okay, that's pretty good. Nice job. Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, let's continue here. Next up is Gabriel or Gabriel.
Hi, teacher. It's Gabriel.
Gabriel. Hi, Gabriel. Where are you
Yes.
from?
I'm from Brazil, teacher.
Okay, cool. What part of Brazil are you from?
São Paulo.
Sao Paulo. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let's have you read from Hannah came running down to out of her closet, please.
Okay. Hannah came running down the stairs and started eating quickly, shoveling the cereal into her mouth. Sorry, I'm late, Mom, she said. Emily rolled her eyes. Hannah was always the good one. She was even wearing a nice dress to go to Grandma's house. Emily looked down at her old jeans with holes and the knees and the loop sweater she had pulled out of her closet.
Okay, very good. Now this last word here, instead of close it, the word is claw, closet.
Okay, closet.
Okay. Now here, this is an ed ending instead of pulled. The e is silent, and we say pulled. So she had pulled out of her closet.
She had pulled out of her closet.
Okay. Now instead of saying pulled, okay, give me an L. Okay. Let your tongue touch the top of your mouth. Pulled.
Pulled. Okay.
Okay. So she had pulled out of her closet.
She had pulled out of her closet.
Okay, much better. This word here is pronounced lumpy. Make sure that E sound at the end comes out. The lumpy sweater.
The lumpy sweater.
Okay, very nice. Here instead of holes, this E is silent. So instead of holes, the word is holes.
Okay, holes.
Okay, here you want to pronounce that L. Instead of saying holes, okay, you're pronouncing an oo sound. Okay, it's holes. Use your tongue.
Holes.
There you go. With holes at the knees.
With holes at the knees.
Okay, watch that again. So you're saying holes. So you're
With
pronouncing
holes.
an ooh. Hole. Okay, so watch. Let me take my screen off here. Okay, so when you pronounce that L, hole. Okay, so notice when you're saying it, you're doing this, ho, and your lips are moving forward. You're saying holes at the knees. Okay, instead of ho, it's hole. My lips come back, my tongue comes up. Holes. Okay.
Okay.
With holes at the knees.
With holes at the knees.
That's the L sound. Good.
Okay. Holes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good. All right. Let's go to. Let's see here. Looked. Okay, so where you at? Okay, right here. So instead of looked, okay, ed ending. This will sound like a T. Looked down. Looked.
Looked.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Next one here is rolled. Okay, so just like pulled, this ed ending will move right into the word, and so instead of saying rolled, it's rolled. Emily rolled her eyes.
Emily rolled her eyes.
All right, very nice. Next one here is shoveling. Right here, instead of shovel, it's shovel. Shoveling the cereal.
Shoveling the cereals.
Okay, so instead of saying show, it's shovel, shoveling the cereal.
Shoveling the cereal.
Okay, very nice. Next up is, in our last one here, this is started, ed ending, okay, and started eating quickly.
And started eating quickly.
Good, one more time, and started eating quickly.
And started eating quickly.
Good, all right, nice job, thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem. All right, let's go to Diego.
Okay, hello.
Hi, Diego. How are you?
Fine. Thanks.
Good. All right, Diego. Let's have you continue reading from "If You're Not Late" down to "Alone," please.
Okay. You're not late, their mom said. She closed the newspaper and took a long drink of coffee. I really appreciate you guys going over the grandma today. I have a ton of Christmas presents to buy, and I know Grandma will appreciate the company. Hannah smiled, but Emily felt her stomach drop. They would, they would be at the grandma's house alone.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's go to the word "would" right here. So here you pronounce the G sound, saying "good." All right. So
Good.
take off that G. It's would. Would.
Good.
There you go. Okay. So they would be at grandma's.
They would be at grandma's.
Okay, much better with would. Now let's go to grandma's. Instead of grandma's, it's grandma's.
Grandma's. Grandma's.
Good. Okay. Right here, this word is has a K sound at the end. Instead of stomach, it's stomach. Stomach.
Stomach.
Good. So Emily felt her stomach drop.
Emily felt her stomach drop.
Okay. Now instead of saying drop, it's drop. Emily felt her stomach drop. Oh. Diego, you were muted. Gabriel, please don't mute people.
Okay.
Okay. So let's try that one more time. So drop. Emily felt her stomach drop.
Drop.
Good.
Emily felt her stomach drop.
Okay. Good. Much better. Let's go to the word smiled. Ed ending instead of smiled. The word is Hannah smiled.
Okay. Hannah smiled.
Okay. Now instead of saying smiled, take off the at the beginning. The word is Hannah smiled. Hannah smiled.
Okay. Hannah smiled.
Good job. Good. All right. Let's go to the word appreciate. Okay. So here, this is going to be a long E sound. So it's appre. Now this word here, we're going to say she. Appreciate. Appreciate. Good job. So I really appreciate you guys.
I really appreciate you guys.
Okay, one more time. Instead of you guys, it's you. I really appreciate you guys.
I really appreciate you guys.
Okay, all right, pretty good. And last one here. Instead of She closed. It's she. She closed. She closed the newspaper.
She closed the newspaper.
Okay. All right. One more time. So, Diego, what country are you from?
I'm from Chile.
From Chile. Okay. So, you're so across the mountains, over in Argentina, right? The people in
Yes.
Buenos Aires, they say yo, right? They say yo me llamo. Okay.
Car.
This
Okay.
this sh sounds exactly the same as sho, but we say she instead of chi. Okay, that's a short sound. We want to say she. She closed.
Okay. She closed.
There you go. That's the sound. Okay, so she closed the newspaper.
She closed. She closed the newspaper.
There you go. So yeah, a little bit stronger on that sh. That's good. That's good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Amparo.
Okay.
Okay, Amparo, please read from Emily Finished. Okay, here. All right, finish this page down to television, please.
Emily finished her breakfast slowly and took her empty bowl to the sink. Bye, their mom called, waving from the car before she drove away. Emily and Hannah walked up the long driveway to their grandma's house. This is going to be so weird, Emily said. It'll be fine, Emily. Maybe Grandma will let us watch TV, Hannah said, swinging her arms. Emily didn't understand why Hannah was so optimistic. Grandma, like their mom, didn't believe in television.
Okay, very good. Let's go to optimistic instead of optimistic. Optimistic.
Optimistic.
Good. Hannah was so optimistic.
Hannah was so optimistic.
Okay, nice. Next one here is TV instead of TB. TV.
TV.
Well, let us watch TV.
Will let us watch TV.
There you go. Good. Let's go to their grandma's house. So get a good TH here instead of to their. To their grandma's house.
To their grandma's house.
One more time. To their grandma's house.
To their grandma's house.
Okay. Good. Let's go to all right, waving. Give me a V sound here instead of waving. Wave. Waving from the car. Hello, Amparo?
Can you hear me?
Yep, now I can hear you. Waving. Waving from the car. Try that again.
Waving from the car.
All right, very good. Very good. And last one here is breakfast. So here, you actually pronounce the T sound after the K, saying breakfast. Okay, so let's take that out. It's breakfast. Breakfast.
Breakfast.
All right, so we're going to move it into the word slowly. So Emily finished her breakfast slowly.
Emily finished her breakfast slowly.
Breakfast instead of brecht. Okay, you're adding a T sound there still. So breakfast.
Breakfast.
Okay. There you go. So Emily finished her breakfast slowly.
Emily finished her breakfast slowly.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Thank you. Okay, let's go to, let's see. Back to the top with Yulong.
Hi.
Okay. Hi there. Yulong, let's have you continue from when they got to the front door. And read down to here where it says, into the dark house, please.
Okay. When they got to the front door, Hannah rang the bell. They could hear the loud ring reverberate through Grandma's house and had to wait a long time until they heard Grandma's shuffling steps walking to the front door. "Hi, girls," Grandma said. She opened the door and Hannah and Emily walked in, dutifully kissing her on the cheek as they passed into the dark house.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word dark. So pronounce the R sound here instead of dark house. It's dark, dark house.
Dark house.
Okay, one more time. Dark house.
Dark house.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the ed ending here. This is walked in.
Walked in.
Okay, very good. So Hannah and Emily walked in.
Hannah and Emily walked in.
Okay, pronounce that T. Walked in.
Walked in.
Almost. So you're pronouncing the K, you're saying walk, and then you're skipping the T sound and you're moving right to the N. So all I'm hearing is walk in. It needs to be walked in. So with the T, connect that T to the word in. Okay, so Hannah and Emily walked in.
Hannah and Emily walked in.
There you go. Good job. Good. Next one here is... All right, so had to wait a long time instead of had to wait to a long time. Okay, that's only the word a. Okay, so it's had to wait a long time. Try that.
Had to wait a long time.
Good, good, much better. Okay, let's try this word here. We're working on the V and the B. Reverberate, reverberate.
Reverberate.
One more time. Reverberate.
Reverberate.
Okay, very nice. Let's go to the word bell. Give me an L sound here at the end of the word. Or yes, so an L, so it's bell. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
One more time. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Okay, good. And your last one here is the word door. Pronounce the R at the end of the word. So the front door.
The front door.
Okay, so here you're saying do, and you're only pronouncing an O. Okay, finish the word with an R. The front door.
Door. Door.
Almost. There you go. That's the sound. Door. Okay.
The front
door.
The front door.
Good. Now the R comes out just a little bit more. Okay. Nice job. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Into the dark house. All right. Very good. Let's go to you, Mark. And Joaquin, I'm gonna keep your microphone muted because when you practice, we all can hear you. Okay. So keep your microphone muted until it's your turn. Joaquin?
Yes?
Yes, can you keep your microphone muted until it's your turn to practice?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Right now you are not muted. So I'm going to mute your microphone, okay? So that if you are practicing with us, we don't hear you while the other person is speaking, okay? All right, Mark, let's have you read from They Waited in the Foyer. Okay, and read down to shook their heads, please.
Okay. They waited in the foyer, not quite knowing where to go or what to do. After their grandma had locked the door carefully, they followed her into the kitchen where they all sat at the table. "Are you girls hungry?" Grandma said, looking from one to the other. Emily wasn't sure if he couldn't tell them apart. Both she and Hannah shook their heads.
Okay, very good. All right, let's try that last word instead of has. Okay, close the mouth just a little bit more for the short E. It's heads.
Heads.
Good. So both she and Hannah shook their heads.
Both she and Hannah shook their heads.
There you go. That's the short E. Much better. Good. Let's go to all sat at the table. Okay, so they all sat at the table. Okay, so we have a flap T into a stop T. Okay, and then give me a good L at the end of the word table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They all sat at the table.
They all sat at the table.
Good. Sat at. They all sat at the table.
They all sat at the table. Yeah.
Good job.
It's kind of tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, so this part here is sounding really good. Give me a good L at the end of table.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of table, table. They all sat at the table.
They all sat at the table.
There you go. That's pretty good. Okay. It's still a little bit of an ooh sound on your L. Okay, but that's okay. I can still understand it. Okay, pretty good. Let's try this one here. Followed her. Followed her. They followed her into the kitchen.
They followed her into the kitchen.
Good. Now, into changes to inda.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Into the kitchen.
There you go. Inda. Okay, one more time.
Mm-hmm.
They followed her. They followed her into the kitchen.
They followed her into the kitchen.
Good. Good. All right. Nice job. Nice job. Everything else is good. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Let's go to Joaquin.
Yes.
All right, Joaquin. Let's have you read from OK, and read down to Grandma said, please.
Okay. Okay, well, there is something I want to show you, Grandma said. Will one of you go get that album over there? She pointed to a thick brown photo album that was on the kitchen counter. Anna got up and brought it to the table, placing it right in front of Grandma. Then Grandma opened the album and she spine cracked. These are pictures of your mom when she was a little girl, Grandma said.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the spine cracked. Instead of the spine cracked, the spine cracked.
The spine cracked.
Good job. Okay, so their grandma opened the album and the spine cracked.
Their grandma opened the album and the spine cracked.
Okay, almost. So instead of saying cracked, it's cracked. And the spine cracked.
And the spine cracked.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the TH here. Okay, thick, thick.
Thick, thick.
Okay, almost there. One more time. Thick.
Thick.
Good. So a thick brown photo album.
A thick brown photo album.
Okay, so let's work on thick and brown. So here you're saying brown. Instead of brown, it's brown. A thick brown photo album.
A thick brown photo album.
Okay. All right, let's try brown all by itself. So the word is brown.
Brown.
Good. One more time. Brown.
Brown.
Okay. Good. Okay, let's go to theirs. So here, this is a contraction. So instead of there is something, it's there's something.
There's something.
Good. So, well, there's something I want to show you.
Well, there's something I want to show you.
Okay. Good. Nice job, Joaquin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Very nice. Let's go to Heidi.
Yes.
All right. Heidi, please read from Hannah Moved Closer. Finish this paragraph and read till here where it says felt really close to her.
Okay. Hannah moved closer to Grandma, and even Emily was curious. She pushed their chair closer to Grandma's and looked over her shoulder as she showed them a picture of their mom's childhood. A few hours later, they heard a loud honk which meant that their mom was back to pick them up. Emily and Hannah hugged their grandma, and for the first time they felt really close to her.
Okay, all right, very good. Let's practice right here. So we have a bunch of L's right in a row. So felt really close to her. Okay, they felt really close to her. Try that.
They felt really close to her.
Good, good. One more time. They felt really close to her.
They felt really close to her.
Okay, very good. Let's go to they heard a loud honk. So this is ha, honk. They heard a loud honk.
They heard a loud honk.
Okay, now with heard instead of had, her, get that R vowel in there. They heard a loud honk.
They heard a loud honk.
Okay, very nice. Let's go to she showed them pictures of their mom's childhood. So in between, so she showed was good. In between these two, you said showed of them. Okay, so let's take that out. Okay, so she showed them pictures.
She showed them pictures.
Good. One more time. She showed them pictures.
She showed them pictures.
Good. And let's try closer one more time here. Instead of saying closer with a Z sound, it's closer. She pushed her chair closer to Grandma's.
She pushed her chair closer to Grandma's.
Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Let's go to Gabriel.
Yes, teacher.
All right, Gabriel, let's have you read from As They Walked. Go ahead and finish. I think that's the story. Yeah, go ahead and finish our story here. So, as they walked down to the same habit 2, please.
Okay. As they walked down the long driveway, Hannah grabbed Emily's hand. That wasn't so bad, was it? She said. No, Emily said. She smiled at her sister. When they got in the car, Emily thought about how Hannah and their mom had the same way of raising one eyebrow when they were happy. Today, she had noticed that Grandma had that same habit too.
Okay, all right, very good. Let's go to the word noticed. Instead of noticed, the word is noticed.
Noticed.
Good. So today she had noticed that Grandma.
Today she had noticed that Grandma.
Okay, so here you're saying noticed. Okay, so take out that E sound. Instead of noticed, it's noticed. Noticed.
Noticed. Okay.
Good. So today she had noticed that Grandma.
Today she had noticed that Grandma.
Okay. Yeah, so you're almost there. So notice that Grandma. Try that.
Notice that Grandma.
Okay, good. This word here is eyebrow. Eyebrow.
Eyebrow.
Good, good. So raising one eyebrow.
Raising one eyebrow.
Good. Let's go to had the same way. So we're working on the TH sound here with the instead of had the same way.
Had the same way.
One more time. Had the same way.
Had the same way.
Okay. Good. Next up is thought right here. This word is pronounced thought.
Thought.
Okay, very good. So, Emily thought about how she, okay, or
Emily
thought about how.
Okay, Emily thought about how.
Good, good, excellent job. Let's go to the word sister instead of sister. Okay, use a short I here. Sister.
Sister.
Okay, good. So she smiled at her sister.
She smiled at her sister.
Okay, very nice. Next one here is Emily's. So pronounce this S here. So, and we're also going to practice grabbed. This is our last one here. So instead of grabbed, the word is grabbed. So Hannah grabbed Emily's hand.
Hannah grabbed Emily's hand.
Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. Very good. So let's go to our next story, you guys. Let's see. Emily, Emma's. Okay. Okay, here is the next story. Okay, and Diego, you're up.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Diego, let's have you read from You Know the Best Part, and okay, yeah, let's just have you finish this up. So down to riverbed, please.
Okay. You know, the best part about building a bridge, filtering out what make it collapses. This is the kind of thing I used to think about all the time when I was 10. At the end of every school day, the bus would drop me off about half a mile from my dad's house. To get to our neighborhood, I would walk across a wooden footbridge that was built over a dried-up river.
Okay, let's try that last word instead of river. The word is riverbed.
Riverbed.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's try this. We're going to say a dried up riverbed. Try that.
A dried up riverbed.
Okay, one more time. A dried up riverbed.
A dried up riverbed.
Okay, pretty good. Let's go to wooden instead of wooden with a G sound. It's wooden.
Wooden.
Okay, so pronounce an sound here. You're pronouncing a G, saying g. Instead of g, it's like ubicar, right? So it's wooden.
Wooden. No?
Okay, so the beginning is good now. The beginning is good. So instead of pronouncing a T at the end, only pronounce an N. So it's wooden.
Wooden.
Okay, very good. That's better.
Wooden.
That's better. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with the word would. Okay, so I would walk. Instead of I would, it's would. I would walk.
I would walk.
Okay, now the L in walk is silent. Right here, instead of walk, it's walk. I would walk.
I would what?
Okay,
with
the K at the end. So one more time. I would walk.
I would walk.
Almost.
I would walk.
Yeah, with the K. There you go. There you go. You got it. You got it. Okay. Good. Let's go to the word drop right here. Instead of drop, it's drop.
Drop.
Mm-hmm. Good. So drop me off.
Drop me off. Drop me
Okay,
off.
very good. Excellent. Good. Let's go to the word used. Instead of used, okay, it would be I used to think. I used to think.
I used to think. I used to think. Okay. I used.
Okay. Yeah, with the D sound. Used to. I used to think.
I used to think. I used to think.
Okay, so the tricky part here is that you're trying to pronounce a Spanish D at the end, saying youth, youth. Okay, so instead of a D, I want you to
Okay.
say this word right here.
I
Used to.
use, okay.
So
I
it's
use
used to.
justa.
Used to. I used to think.
I used to think.
That's perfect. That's how we say it. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, no need to pronounce a D. It's a T sound. I used to. I used to think.
I used to think.
Good, good, nice job. And okay, so we have the word collapse instead of collapses. Okay, the word is collapse. The E at the end is silent. Collapse.
Okay. Collapse.
All right, very good. And your last word is the word finding instead of fiending, fee. It's fi, finding.
Finding. Okay.
Good,
Finding.
good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very nice. Let's go to, let's see here, Amparo.
Yep.
Please read from that rickety down to the best of me, please.
That rickety thing must have been older than anyone on my street. It was so old, in fact, that water hadn't run under it for years. Kids would play in the river bed, kicking soccer balls and chasing dogs into the brush. I did sit on a rock and wonder what it would take to make the bridge fall down. Eventually, curiosity and a hot summer day got the best of me. The best of me.
Okay, there you go. Good. Let's go to this word here. Curiosity. Curiosity.
Curiosity.
There you go. So, eventually, curiosity in a hot summer day.
Eventually, curiosity and a hot summer day.
Okay, very good. Let's go to I'd. Okay, so instead of I did, I'd sit. I'd sit on a rock.
I'd sit on a rock.
Good. One more time. I'd sit on. I'd sit on a rock.
I'd sit on a rock.
Okay, very good. Let's go to it for years. So here, you had said id for instead of it for. Okay, so let's try this. So run under it for years. Run under it for years.
Run under it for years.
Good. One more time. Run under it for years.
Run under it for years.
Okay. And your last one, I believe, yep, is water. Give me a good D sound instead of water with a Spanish D. It's water.
Water.
Good. That so in fact that water had run under it.
In fact, that water hadn't run under it.
Okay, good. One more time. In fact that water hadn't run under it.
In fact, that water hadn't run under it.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Nice job. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Yulong.
Yes.
Okay, Yulong, let's have you read from I won't go down to for 3 weeks, please.
Well, okay. I won't go into too much detail. Let's just say it involved a few bicycles, some ropes, and a lot of buckets. The affair ended with my dad telling me to go to my room. I was grounded for 3 weeks.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the GR sound right here. So let's try this out. I want you to say grr. Try that. Grr. Good. So we're going to say grounded.
Grounded.
Good. One more time. Grounded.
Grounded.
Oh, almost. We lost the R. Okay, so one more time. So it's grounded.
Grounded.
One more. Grounded.
Grounded.
Okay, very nice. Next up is telling. Okay, so with my dad telling me.
With my dad telling me.
Give me a good L there. With my dad telling me.
With my dad telling me.
All right, very nice. Let's see here. Next up is some rope. Right here. Some rope. Give me a good R on rope. Some rope.
Some rope.
Okay, good, good. Next up is detail. Pronounce that L at the end. Detail.
Detail.
Okay, almost. You're saying detail, and you're pronouncing an ow. You're moving your lips. Remember, the L is not a tongue movement, or sorry, a lip movement. It's a tongue movement. So it's ale. Into too much detail.
Into too much detail.
Okay, almost. So when you're pronouncing that, you're moving your lips just a touch too. Okay.
Wait a second, I can't hear you.
Guys, hear me?
Okay, now I can
Hello?
hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so detail with an L sound.
Detail.
There, that's a little bit better. Good, good. Just remember, when you have that L, you've got to move your tongue instead of your lips, okay? All right, you guys, we are out of time for this hour. Thank you all for coming in. My screen is frozen right now. I can't, oh, here it goes, finally. But thank you for coming in. It was great having you here. I will see you tomorrow, okay?
Bye, teacher. Take care.
All
Thank
right,
you, teacher.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, teacher.